Hey, howdy, hello. I just ordered my dream guitar on YouTube for the internet. Okay. I'm gonna show you how I'm customizing my dream guitar. And I haven't even thought about what amps I'm gonna run into. I guess we'll just run into my stock amps, whatever I have. Modelers. I don't have an amp. And I'm so happy to go on this journey with you. Another thing, I don't really own instruments. Sold all my other guitars to buy this one. Why not the Gibson Les Paul Custom and Standard? And I touched on it in the last video where I kind of just documented my whole thesis of why. That was fun because it got really philosophical. I also roasted the music store that tried to sell me $5,000 guitars. And that's hard to tell a family friend who's being generous and slashing the price of a multi-$1,000 beautiful piece of art that really inspired me. Not as a slap in the face to anyone that I know and love, but I know what I want and I know what I hear. And it's not because of what someone else told me or something else outside of me. I know what I'm feeling and experiencing. I know what's the best for me ultimately and financially, and I'm not gonna let anything else sway me from that. And I chose to purchase this guitar. Now we're gonna document the journey. I am about to pull the trigger. All right, let's just go through what we got. Let's go through the customizations of what I actually wanted in my guitar. But here's the reality of the situation. After all these different color combos, even if I ordered this right now, I would still want to make it my own. This white Gibson Les Paul, I wanted more gold. Let's start with the guitar itself. All right, focus our attention right here. I want a gold toggle switch and gold poker chip. We're gonna model it after this guy right here. I found this and this amazed me. The gold poker chip and the gold knob. That's what we want. To match that gold hardware. And we want golder knobs. We'll get to that. Maybe a gold tuner button, strap button and tuner buttons. We are going to get that right there. It looks like brass, right? But they have a gold option right there, and this is what it'll look like. Gold. Perfect. I think it's a little bit rounded at the top there, but honestly, I think that's gonna be smooth. $4. Not genuine Gibson part. The only gold one that I can find. Now, got the 3-way toggle switch. That will go right there. It's not blank. They messaged immediately and said, hey, we don't have the blank one. Do you want the one that says rhythm and treble? That is fine. They gave it to me for the same $18 price. We appreciate it, Randy's. Then we got the Les Paul Supreme Gold truss rod cover. And my reasoning is, again, I say, you see the gold, how this has a little more gold, these little gold elements pop. I really want the headstock to really shine gold. They have this advanced plating. They make Gibson parts. It fits Gibson Les Paul Supremes. No, Supremes are the higher end Les Pauls with the flame maple deluxe stuff. I like it. I don't like that it's $40. And I would totally be the one to buy the cheap $12 one. Oh, I like the engraved one too. That's all. It's cheaper and it looks awesome. Kind of looks like a tattoo. It's cool. This one also is exciting to me. Axe Masters Gold, 12 bucks. 18K gold plate steel. Companion piece to our solid brass nuts. So it's like brass. I'm a little bit worried that it's like brass. It says it's gold plate. I'm gonna look at the seller feedback to see if anybody said anything about. So they're not really, no one's saying anything about it. They sell a lot of parts. Quick shipping described, the Gibson one is all as described, all good. Someone also said it's good, the Epiphone one. It's customization according to Google. They want a personalized look maybe. I do like that kind of minimalist gold look. Of course I can get a blank 15 bucks too. I think they come in the case. Man, there's a lot of choices. It doesn't include mounting screws. Does it include mounting screws here? Well, I can just use the mounting screws from that, right? But are they gonna be gold? Are they gonna be brass? That looks pretty brass. You can also buy their gold screws. If you're gonna buy it all the way, right? OEM fit and finish. I mean, the best quality you'll find, the finish does not even compare to anything else out there. I like that it's gold too. It's The gold looks right, and that's why I'm going with it. And I like the idea of using reverb and combining it, being able to tell people what I think too, you know. There's 2 in stock. Maybe I need to buy another guitar just so I can put it on. I can live with that. Since they don't make it. Some dude in his garage says, I make brass, here's a gold thing. No, we'll skip that. I'm not going down that rabbit hole. But we do want this plate to be gold. Now, it does say Les Paul Supreme. I'm assuming they're all the same. It's also the only gold one I could find. And I told them I'm going for the all gold build, so. And I told them I'm doing a Les Paul studio, so. And I got to get the cover screws for another $2 to match the gold. Gold on gold. Right here, this is called the pickup rings. What do I want with the pickup rings? I need to double check this before I purchase this now. But these metal humbucker mounting rings right here. There are low tapered ones. They see those are kind of flat, and they have tall tapered ones. You need the standard Gibson humbucker rings, typically a slightly taller and shorter neck ring. Always measure your existing rings. It appears on Gibson's website, these hilariously priced historic reissue pickup mounting rings are $160, and they include a short one and a tall one. Of course, going back down here, we need to swap these black out for the gold. I did message them to ask if it included the screws because it did not say in the whole description, and it does include the 8 screws, and I guess the gold screws there, I'm just gonna leave in. But it includes the 8 that go around the edge. I'd love to see it. The speed knobs are cool, but here's the reality. When I look at this guy, they do not match the gold hardware to me. And I think it's gonna be a difficult time trying to get it to match up. What's going on reverb? Did he update it? Oh, he messaged. Love to hear it. I'll get it packed up tonight and to the shipper tomorrow. Let's go. So we have the knobs. Cheapest ones are these. I don't think those will fit Les Paul. I have these on the guitar that my uncle gave me. These black ones are beautiful. Volume and tone, that's all you really need. Lots of the gold. White and gold could work. That's a Strat. We don't need a Strat. I do like the clear speed knobs. I do like that a lot. But after I kind of just stared at that against the gold, I'm just not convinced on it. And it kind of matches the clear of the inlays, which I love. The only issue is no numbers. I love seeing the numbers because I like being able to dial it in visually. But maybe I need to go based on feel, you know? Maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe these just need to kind of disappear. Amber, I love amber. I think orange would look so cool on so many guitars. I don't think it would go with the gold theme. Black is what's already on there. That's the Epiphone gold. It looks pretty close to that gold, but it also looks off. And again, pictures are gonna be different than reality. Knobs are half the price in the Gibson brand and the quality was the same. I mean, these knurled ones are cool looking, but I don't like things that spear me when I touch them. Makes me not want to touch them. Vintage bell hat, black, gold. I do like vintage speed knobs with embossed number set, but I don't think that matches either. The black and gold's cool. I mean, I'd rather go white and gold, but they don't come stock like that. And it just doesn't look right. It just doesn't look right, and I'm scared to buy it for 12 bucks and return it. I think it's going for more the gold top gold, you know? I think that's the gold top gold. I just don't think it's the right gold. I mean, this is just crazy, how crazy you can get with this. We're going to now talk about top of the guitar, right? We're talking about a beautiful ebony fretboard all the way up to the headstock. I wish I had the guitar to show. I don't care if it's vintage correct, it needs to be gold. The customs are gold. Gold just looks right. Gold is the way. Let's just talk about the tuners first because it's easier, I've already found them, all right? There are several different tuner options. But these are the ones we're going with. Why? And remember, we do have a headstock crack. So we're swapping these plasticky ones out that are vintage correct. We want solid gold and we want keystone. That was my big stipulation. Aren't these beautiful? Keystone. The Kluson ones are gold. So you have to go Kluson instead of Gibson Deluxe or whatever other brand. So Kluson gold for $115, but we're probably just gonna sell these old ones. Could I keep them and maybe make it vintage? I could. I just want the money to offset because I want it to be gold. That's all I care about right now. Sitting in a case versus having $80 in my pocket, let's reuse them and give them to someone else who wants these, maybe for their build, you know? So we're gonna buy the Kluson 3x3, 3 on each side, Revolution Series G-mount tuners. I don't know, I like things that have smoother edges. I say as the entire edge of this is jagged. But, you know, of course we have the headstock that was repaired and it's gonna match the tuner up there. Maybe it'd sound better that it's been repaired. Who even knows? Some people say that. It's a huge risk, but it's one I'm willing to take. And $100 for that, and I can sell the old ones if I want to. I can throw them in the case. We got options. I can't put them in a banjo. My grandma has an old banjo she wants to restore. It has no hardware on it whatsoever. I told her I bought this guitar. She's like, can we add these to the banjo? And I looked it up because it's an honest question. It's a valid question. You really can't. It's not really compatible. So if you're curious, yeah, just buy the thing that's built for the thing. And these match. The main thing with the tuners that I needed to figure out was the screws need to line up the exact sizing. And everywhere I read online, people were saying this is the exact Gibson Deluxe match. They're just Kluson and they're gold, which I absolutely love. So we got the tuners picked out. We're not gonna worry about the back plate too. There's nothing, Gibson makes a custom thingy for the round circular thing, and there's nothing really for the bottom. I'm fine with that. It kind of disappears in the background. Think of it as like black curtains. I think that's all the hardware on Reverb. I had so many tabs open. Let's actually talk the bridge now, because I like that it was a gold bridge, and here's why I'm not keeping it. I watched some videos. The best way I can explain what I'm hearing the sound difference in upgrading the bridge. It sounds solid with the body, and people are saying the guitar literally vibrates back at you better than before. I love the idea of that. The most magical guitar I ever played was a Gibson old J200, SJ200. Kind of looks like that right there. And that guitar literally just played back at you. And you just felt it in your body, and it inspired me to want to keep playing it. And it just sounded amazing out in the open too. Unbelievable experience. And my brother's Epiphone that I gave him, that'd be an awesome one to try. It's the J200 with the cutaway. He loves that guitar and it sounds fantabulous. So I'd be down to try that one. But I feel like I should just put that money towards the proper Gibson one, because acoustics really do benefit from that proper wood. All right. We're upgrading the bridge to Faber. I listened to Faber and Tone Pros, and there were several ones that sounded great. The problem that I ran into was a little bit of confusion regarding what to get specifically in the order. Now this is the whole kit, and I love their flow chart of a website. My total was about 300 bucks. I made the wrong decision and I emailed him. The guy emailed right away and fixed my order, and I paid him the difference on PayPal. That was fantastic. Really simple website. You got your 4 columns. You're doing Gibson, Epiphone, Heritage, or complete from scratch. I'm doing Gibson. Great. Then it sends me to the next stage. Oh, 4 more steps. Okay, which bridge system do you have right now? Nashville, ABR1, USA, ABR1, and it tells you which is which. And with pictures and videos. I love that. Nashville is what we have based on everything I can find out, because this is 2006. I did that. I even sent the guy the information too to make sure I got it. Now, the Tone Lock Master Kit's the first one you get. You can get the individual ones down here, but you might as well just get the Master Kit. This is the products available. Here's the Master Kit, and then it gives you 3 options for the Master Kit. I love the options with the clarity, not just options, clarity, what to get. The first step in selecting is choosing your installation option. Easy. Easy means no tools required. You swap out that, you put in that, you could do that. And here's what the price would have been on that. If you did that, easy kit. And you get to pick your color, so I would obviously do gold. It starts at $278. Seems like a lot, right? Because all we're doing is we're upgrading it to brass, which actually would bump up the price another 40 bucks. We're doing brass saddles, we want notches and the spare parts. $323 is going to be our total. That's cool. That'll just thread right in. But a lot of people are saying, if you really want to go crazy, I'm going back a couple steps in the flow chart, you could go Plus or Pro. Plus, I think the only difference is you get more solid sustain because you put in different posts, which are more like ABR, and I could do it myself. I like that part of it. But what if I just bump up to the Pro? And this is how they market it, okay? The Pro Kit is the ultimate in tonal transformation. This kit is designed to be installed by a professional or expert, but they added threaded combination bridge studs and posts with separate thumb wheels for maximum tone. The thumb wheels are in the other ones too, but you're getting it hammered into the body of the guitar. Of course, we want it in gloss gold, and it's the same price. So, of course, we're upgrading to the brass. That was a big deal. It's another 40 bucks, but I really feel like it's worth it. Everything I listened to with the bell brass, here's what it looks like. Solid bell brass. The weight, basically, it's not quite double, but it's like 50% heavier. And I know it's already, Les Pauls are heavy, but a little extra hardware, we're only talking 2 ounces. I really think the bell brass sounded just pure. It harshed those annoying zinc frequencies that I heard in other lightweight stuff. And you know, I could go with the regular bridge. It's lighter, but it's zinc. It's a zinc alloy. This is apparently, according to this, solid bell brass, and I loved the sound of it. I'll show you the exact video that really made me convinced on it. And there's install type videos, which were really helpful. Guitar myth busting. Expensive bridges, do they sound any different? By Chris Burr. I can't believe I didn't subscribe. So useful. And the bell brass, the zinc alloy, he explained what he was hearing, and it was clear to me beforehand. I kind of already made up my mind what I was hearing. The ABR bridge is the same bridge they used in those 90s Goodwood era vintagey guitars that everybody talks about they love, that give you that feedback. All you have to do is modify it. That's what I'm led to believe, according to all this marketing. And I'm willing to take the risk to try it because the price is not that bad. It is that same price. It's got all the hardware we need. I'm going to get it installed at the shop. They tried to sell me a $5,000 guitar. I hope they're not offended. I'm just trying to get some good tone, man, for a little less money. We're just trying it out, you know? I don't see a lot of people trying it out, and this excites me to try this out and see if I can add some value and bring this guitar to life. Very similar looking to the naked eye hardware comparison, but the sound, what is it gonna sound like? And I'm gonna play it side by side, and we're gonna hear the difference. I'm so excited to bring everyone on this journey. So, the Master Pro Kit, you have to get the particular one on the flow chart too. There's different ones. I got the 5014 Master Kit Pro, gloss gold, with the brass bridge. The rest as it comes. No saddles without notches, no spare parts kit, and a natural brass saddle, not the titanium. I don't think it makes it worth it. I think it's more for like durability and aesthetics down the road. Maybe not tarnishing is bad. I'm not gonna mess with it. I don't think that's worth the $70 price jump. They're all gonna fade anyway, you know? And I kind of like the aesthetic of the gold fading with time and me bringing that to it. But it'll be new shiny shiny. And we'll give the old gold hardware, the old guard, the old gold guard hardware. You say it fast 2 times, then you can judge. Give it a new home. This is so fun. Number 3 bestseller. Number 3 bestseller in Master Kit Pro. So that means there's only like 4 options. So that's like the 3rd least popular. I think it's gonna sound amazing. I think it's the right decision. Let's talk other hardware. The other things I needed to get, I wanted to get, you see the strap buttons here? This is the best angle on it. You see how it's black? That's all I got. On my 12 string, the guy I bought it from, who was an apprentice luthier, swore by all these acoustic guitar upgrades, said get the Schaller strap locks. And I gotta say, I loved the strap locks. I think they were fantastic. They felt so secure. They're amazing, but they're $46. They're beautiful. Here's a video showing it. They're really cool. You can watch it. I love the shiny shiny. They got me on that. The gold would be perfect. So the little top part is actually a lifter. He'll show you right here. Those are the parts that go in the bottom, and then the parts that go in your strap and then lock into the strap with that little horseshoe looking thing on the left. They fixed the design.
Another thing is beveled.
It's beveled.
Not just improve handling, it will ensure
goes right in, and then when you lift it off,
on its good looks, release. It is shaped to help you firmly grab that lock and
you slide it off.
Release the strap from the instrument. Next is the new solid one-piece strap button.
My favorite comment was, "Thank you, Jack Black's dad."
Strap from.
I love it. The S-locks, I think that would be the right move if you were trying to go all the way in. They're made in Germany, they're great, they're awesome, yes. I ended up going with these, the oversized go-to strap buttons. They're just simple, they're a little bit wider. I think I've had those before too, and that's fine with me. They're also the only gold ones that are in stock that I could find that were cheap. Couldn't get free shipping on it, but I was gonna get this toggle switch because this is the cheapest toggle switch tip. You say it fast 2 times. Say it with me. Plated brass switch knob tip for Gibson Les Paul switches, United States size, $3.99. That's kind of fun. $5 shipping's not bad. I feel like that's a good price to get gold hardware that really is gonna set it over the edge. I was gonna get the pickguard because he does not have the pickguard. You could go black to offset the gold, the knobs are black. I thought about it. It's out of stock, and I think it's out of stock everywhere else I looked. So to go with this gold aesthetic that we're going for here, I found one to model it. We got, so this is basically what it would look like, and I'm keeping the knobs black. Then we got the gold headstock with the gold knobs. That's what we're going for instead of that. We love that. The great aesthetic. That's why I went this L bracket, and I explained. I already talked about it at the beginning, so I will edit that in now. Pickguard bracket does not include any hardware. We got the screws, a 10-pack apparently, so I have extras. The pickguard bracket nut, pickguard bracket bolt, fits Les Paul gold. So we're going with bare knuckle silos. British Euros? British Euros. I didn't read that he said 8-string guitar, and I don't think you can wire it. I'm gonna shell out double, and we'll show you what I did instead. So you go to bare knuckle. Let's customize our own, right? It's really cool. Pickup builder. You just start with like which one you want. So you go humbucker, because we're doing a Gibson Les Paul. Vintage hot contemporary signature. We want contemporary because our boy makes the silos. There he is. The silos clean and split coil tones. Pure, warm, and full-bodied, responding extremely well. Pick dynamics and more. They start at 180 bucks a piece, 100 pounds, euros. Piece. Bass, mid, and treble looks pretty good. And we're gonna put them right in there. Silo, where the tone bombs are kept. Here's what they sound like. This better not be copyrighted. My computer dying? Oh. So that sounds great. That's all you need to know, right? Even just that. Let's hear the clean though. Oh yeah. That's down tuned too, but. Available in every color you could want. All right. I think they sound really good pure too. And there's videos of him talking about it. All right, build your silo. I like that it's customized a silo. So that's what it starts out for the set. That's not bad. I started building both. I got the 6 string instead of 8. Big difference. I did go with white and I did go with the gold screws. Lots of options. Then the covers. We got the gold covers and we want them uncovered, just to kind of give that Les Paul aesthetic. Because if you do the no holes cover there, see how it kind of looks like EMGs now? Which is a cool look. I'm going for that screw look. The same screw look that is already in the Les Paul right there. And we're just doubling the screws. So that is what they look like. They costed that much, which converts to 553 United States dollars. We're very excited to get them. Not as cheap as these, but these will not be compatible. And the next cheapest ones on Reverb were 500 bucks. So, and they're black, and you can't swap pickup covers and you have to resolder. I'm not even gonna get into that. I just ordered what I need. It's exactly what I want the first time. Now we just gotta make dang sure that, you know, the color matches up. Oh, I almost forgot. Well, see, we could get these gold knobs too, but I just don't think they match up either. Do I want a polished cloth for 10 bucks? I think that might be a good investment. Do I want a Gretsch electromagnetic jet paratone? Maybe down the road. Or a $7,000 Bigsby. Maybe we will go brass. I think that is one. The jack is also gold. That was another thing, the jack. I like that they already went with gold. Oh crap, they're back ordered? Oh wait, they're out of stock? Hosco, like Costco? We have Kirkland signature tuners? It's for it, okay. That's the parts. That's the whole build. There's not a single thing else I'm gonna do. We are going to get the calculator out. I'm gonna use my totals from each of these. We're just saying, if you just bought these straight up, how much would it cost? I'm gonna sell some of the old hardware and offset this cost just to keep my cost down. But this is how much the raw materials cost. We'll have to add on labor. We'll add that in later. $16.38 for the switch tip and the strap button, plus $26 for the pick guard. It was $34.43 for the pickguard hardware, $19 for the gold poker chip for the toggle switch, $48.95 for the truss rod cover, the golden one, another $2. The screws, they compensated shipping. We have $27 for the gold metal pickup rings, $111 for the new tuners. That's the raw cost. Faber, oh, I got a discount on it. The whole cost of all of those parts was almost equivalent, $290.70 for just that bridge upgrade. And I think that cost, given that it's a cheaper instrument, we're still, even if we add the $1,000 to that, it's still cheaper than the next in line stock Gibson that I could find. I really think that's amazing value proposition that we're adding to this instrument. And we can add the $10.75 for the guitar. So there's our total. And of course you gotta add bare knuckle pickup, which we might be able to sell the old pickups. $2,200. Yeah, that's a Les Paul standard price. We didn't care about the binding. We didn't care about any of the stock hardware. It also wasn't even in white. Oh, whoopsie, $2,600 $2,200 with stock hardware. It's also got the slimmed neck, the new electronics. This has the old style electronics. That's the nice thing about the 06. They're easy to repair. A lot of people think they sound better. Just saying. They don't have the push-pull pot. It does have the classic ABR1 bridge, so you're getting that with it. Who even likes these knobs? Kidney tuners? I've heard most people I've ever talked to hate them. I don't know. Rosewood fretboard. We're getting an ebony fretboard on my guitar. This just doesn't speak to me the same way. So we've done it cheaper than a standard. We're not paying for what we don't need. We're completely overhauling the entire guitar. Of course, I mean, you can bump up the price to $5,000 or $4,000. I love that one too. That's what we're going for. We're modeling it after that. It would have costed way more to fix up that guy, because if we didn't do the pickup upgrade, we're at the same with a way better bridge, way better hardware, just in general. Free bridge upgrade. That's $300 right there. I do like the white case. It doesn't match the white. I don't know if that's the bit. I like the red velvet. I'm really happy with the red velvet cake. That was one of my favorite, the red velvet cupcakes. Do you ever see those little Twinkie red velvet cupcakes? Red velvet. Just looks like a beautiful red velvet cake, you know, cream cheese frosting. Could always swap it out if I didn't like it. I'm not even huge on chocolate, but you give me a red velvet cake and I'll be one of the happiest men in the world. That's the bottom of it. That's how much we're paying out the door, give or take, $2,200. A proper upgrade to a proper guitar, and the value add that we're doing to this guitar to half the price than a custom, less than half, with the exact tone that we want and everything else. I can't believe it. I am so excited. Listening to the tones on this guy, that 05, which none of the hardware will affect tones, but
no major.
What else do we need? I think that's it. That was really fun to customize this guitar. We're really excited to get this in, get it going. $1,000 guitar, look like custom. This is gonna be fun. And then we're gonna play guitar. Oh man, then we're gonna research amp modelers, because I'm not getting a real amp. Well, I wanna see how it sounds and stuff, so feel free to correct me if you think I'm not thinking that through logically, but let me tell you what, after looking through every single variation of gold knobs, we're gonna avoid that whole pit hole. Yeah, did I make the worst decision of my life? Completely modifying all these amazing stock parts? Are we making it literally the most beautiful thing we've ever seen? I tend to think the latter, and I know that I'm gonna love it. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. We waited for golden hour and we got it. Does the gold match? And yes, it does. This is going to be perfect. This is just what I thought it would be. All right, but here's what I'm thinking. So first things first, I'm going to get the guitar in, because at this point I need to get sounds on the guitar. I'm so glad they came in a timely manner. Then I want to hear how it sounds, just stock. Then I really just want to hear how just the bridge upgrades sound. Just want to hear that. I think there's going to be a massive difference just changing out the bridge with the stock pickups. Then I want to take the pickups in and get them wired up and hear how it sounds after the fact. Got the bare knuckle pickups in the mail. Here's me unboxing them. Ooh, it's here. Okay, we're ripping into it. Exactly the invoice that we got in email. These products are of UK preferential origin. Got that express worldwide shipping. Peerless craftsmanship, superlative performance, celebrated sound. It's the silo. These are all their different models. Oh, you get guitar strings? Light gauge, let's go. This is exciting. That's awesome. Made to be played for life. These are the strings, okay. Roto yellows, 10s. I love 10s, that's awesome. Free extra first string, what? The nicest. All right, let's check out the pickups. Then we're gonna get, oh my goodness. Oh my, look at that gold. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, dude, I am so happy with this. Yeah. Okay, I cannot wait to get him. Let's grab the other gold hardware. What does it look like against that? I know it's gonna match. I love how it, under certain parts of the light, it looks kind of dark black, and then you shine in the light, boom, it's gold. Say, what? Let's do the gold tuners. Oh my goodness, that's perfect. It's gonna be going next to the gold pickguard, which is also a mirrored finish. They're both mirrored finishes. Oh my goodness. It's really hard to tell on camera with the reflections. So just take my word for it today. This will be a larger space between that. Oh my goodness. The gold tuners. It's the same gold. God, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be, okay, we're ready. Man, I don't even, right now at this moment, I don't even have the guitar in, but that doesn't matter to me. I knew I had to get these going so that when they arrive, they are ready to go in. All right. Rabia would be proud. I know he mentioned it going into a Les Paul, so.
I'd love to hear people trying them in different guitars like Gibson, Les Pauls, and just see how they actually react with more hard rock applications. I'm going to get some sets put in different guitars and try different styles, because obviously I do the whole ambient, like guitar picky, kind of then the heavy riffing stuff. So
now we got it going into a Les Paul. This is the upgrades, everything right here. If possible, I want to take the pickups out of the equation and just see what the new bridge and hardware sounds like, because I think that would be sick. Play on that for a week. We'll see if we can do that. Maybe we'll install the pickups so we can hear the pickups and the bridge difference between that and the stock guitar. So that's our plan. And I'm just loving the whole journey and discovery of making this guitar my own, putting some really cool specialized mods in this guy. It's gonna be a good time. I'm ready for it. That's a new McDonald's. Did we really need another McDonald's? As a kid, I loved the McGriddles. I was a McGriddle. Bacon, egg, cheese McGriddle. Tell me your favorite thing at the ubiquitous McDonald's. All right, Gibson Guitar Series. Yes, all right, keeping it rolling. Yeah, that's our update for today. Join us next week. We'll talk the next update when we get it. We'll get the guitar in. We'll play through it next time as it came and just hear how it sounds. Maybe you can compare it, do your ABs against other guitars with similar specs. We'll run it through simple, clean, digital modeling. We'll even compare it to my old black guitar here and talk vinyl down the road. It's the beginning of 2026. What a start to 2026. Hope your year is going fantastic. I really appreciate all y'all. Add value to this world by who you are. And don't let people try to convince you to do something that you think is not necessary or something that you don't absolutely love, honestly love. Keep on grooving your way.